chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
45. Mike, 45.
Now Burrow. Throw right side here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
There as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
In punt formation.
Taken in at the 22. So that one will be accepted. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Here's Gurley. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Gurley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Down, Falcons.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 24. They run. It's Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The good. Pick up there a 22. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Number 28.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check safety, check safety. Kill.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Russ, we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
This one caught by Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
10 yards on the pick.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
34-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 28 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Bengals 10. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now
Falcons.
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. throwing now. Burrow on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Marlon Davidson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
46-yard line.
Now the second down throw on target. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fighting through, and he's got space. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 45 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bengals 17. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
Now
off.
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On 3rd down, Nixon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 27-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, sometimes, Brand, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Third and goal, Gurley. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
No gain on the play.
If this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in four-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 42, Bengals 24. Sterling.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Falcons, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile,